Color Guard Holt, prepare to post the colors. Audience, please place your hand over your heart. Color Guard, post the colors. Color Guard, honor your colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color Guard, return to post.
Let's give a round of applause to Boy Scout Troop 140. Thank you, gentlemen. Please have a seat. Good evening, everyone. I am Vanessa Baker Latimer, a member of the MLK Planning Committee and the Housing Coordinator for the City of Ames. I am honored to again be your MC for this evening. But before we get started, if we have any elected officials in the audience, whether local, state, or federal, and also if we have any military men and women, active or retired, or service personnel like police, fire, and hospital, please stand. We want to honor and thank you for your service to our community and to our country. Thank you. Also, please pause with me for a moment in silence in honor of 2 recent Iowa National Guard soldiers, Staff Sergeant William Howard and Staff Sergeant Edgar Torres Tovar, who were killed in defending our country in Syria, and other tragedies occurring around our nation and around the world. Thank you. We also want to acknowledge and thank our event sponsors that's listed on the back of your program, and also know that there is a QR code on that program if you want to share with your neighbor that didn't get a program. There is a QR code for you to pull it up on your phone. We also want to thank city staff, Eric Gephardt and Craig Kaufman, and volunteers, and the 2026 MLK Planning Committee. History tells us that 2026 marks the 58th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Although his death was tragic and violent, he left us a great nonviolent legacy in which to strive to continue to bring together equality to our communities by ensuring civil rights for all people, regardless of their color of their skin. He would have been 96 years old, not today, but coming. The good news is that we continue to honor his legacy and presence by you participating with us tonight. He fought and died for what we want to welcome, for what we call freedom in our country and our community. So we want to welcome you to the 2026 Ames-Story County Martin Luther King Community Celebration. Next, we will have greetings from Kelly Winfred, Board President of the Ames Community School District, David Spalding, Interim President of Iowa State University, Linda Merkin, Chair of the Story County Board of Supervisors, and Mr. John Haler, Mayor of the City of Ames, in that order. Thank you.
Thank you for all of you for coming out tonight. On behalf of the Ames School Board and District, thank you, Vanessa and all the committee members who organized this wonderful event. I am so happy to live in a community that has an event like this and this kind of turnout even when it is very, very cold outside. Because this gives us an opportunity as a community to reflect on King's work and consider how it impacts our world today. Specifically, I want you to think about his work and legacy in regards to education. When I was in middle school and high school, I remember learning about the civil rights movement and being so impressed by the courage, strength, and perseverance of those that led and those that followed. I naively thought it would have been such an exciting time to be alive. What I didn't understand was that it really was a fight for civil rights. There were many people who actively fought against equality. Here we are in 2026, and it's too easy to see that the fight continues. Political division and our media environment make it hard to find the truth and to see the bigger picture. This brings me back to the value of public education. A strong, supported public education system gives everyone access to knowledge and opportunity. It's how we learn our shared history and our shared futures. Public schools are where our kids get to interact with kids who might be different from them and see the world in new ways. There is a reason many of our country's founders advocated for public education. A good public education is the foundation of democracy. Through education, we build citizens and strong communities. Education is a key element in realizing King's dream. The Ames School District is building citizens. Our district strives to inspire and empower all students and to ensure they get what they need to be successful. Good things are happening in our district, but we do need your help. My ask of you, because I'm going to make an ask, is to advocate for public education in Iowa. The legislative session has begun, and earlier in the year, the Ames School Board discussed our legislative priorities, working with the Iowa Association of School Boards. And among those are funding education. So as the legislative session goes on, pay attention. When you hear talk about taxes, remember public schools serve the public good, which is exactly why we have taxes. Let all the legislators know you want well-funded public schools. If someone tells you we're giving more education now than ever before, ask them if that accounts for inflation. My toothpaste costs more too. And don't let them count money that has been siphoned away from public schools to private schools. Let them know you want our public educators to be valued and trusted to do their jobs without the interference of non-experts in the legislature or governor's office. Education matters now as much as ever. In the words of MLK, the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. And I hope that you take that message with you tonight and advocate for your public schools. And go thank a teacher, thank a principal. Thank you.
Good evening. It's an honor to represent Iowa State University at this annual celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Tonight is a meaningful opportunity to come together to commemorate one of the greatest leaders in our nation's history and to reaffirm our commitment to Dr. King's vision of a world united by our common humanity. During a speech at Spelman College in 1960, Dr. King shared these words: "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Nearly 70 years later, this message remains a powerful call to action. It reminds us that progress does not require perfection or speed, only persistence. Each of us, in ways big and small, through major initiatives or incremental actions, can help move our community forward. Iowa State University was born of a great experiment, the land-grant experiment, to move higher education forward. Land-grant mission consists of 3 revolutionary ideas. 1, that higher education should teach practical subjects like agriculture, science, and engineering alongside the traditional arts and humanities. 2, that knowledge should be shared beyond the campus borders to serve the public good. And 3, most importantly, that college should be open to everyone. Since our founding in 1869, Iowa State has worked to open our doors widely, to provide opportunities and access to all students with a desire to work hard. Today, Iowa State aspires to be the most student-centric leading research university with a welcoming and respectful environment where students, faculty, and staff can flourish. We strive to be a trusted partner that fosters lifelong learning, creates new opportunities, develops innovative solutions, and forges new frontiers. Each of these aspirations at their core is a commitment to moving forward. Through the hard work, dedication, creativity, and innovation of our faculty, staff, and students, we are working to create a better state, a better nation, and a better world. We see this same dedication extend beyond our campus to the city of Ames and Story County, where we share in the work of supporting and uplifting one another. As we enjoy tonight's program, let us consider ways that we can continue to honor Dr. King's vision. Let us remain committed to persistence and progress, moving forward toward a world more united by our common humanity. Again, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed tonight's program.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here and on behalf of the Story County Supervisors. Today, we gather to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and remember the effectiveness and the compassion he brought to the civil rights movement. It's fitting that we do so every year on his birthday. But what about the other 364 days of the year? Our commitment to honor his legacy cannot be fulfilled in just one day of the year. So I challenge you all and myself, sometime during tonight's program or when you go home tonight or wake refreshed tomorrow morning, to ask yourself what you can do to further peace and justice in your community. The answer will be different for all of us, but it's important that we all have an answer and work to make Dr. King's dream a reality. Now, that's what I wrote a couple days ago, but I have to also talk about something I heard today on the radio, and I don't have it written down, so hopefully I can do this well. There was a show on public radio today where they had they were analyzing 3 of Dr. King's speeches, and they had some people who were kind of speech experts analyzing how he talked, what kind of concepts he was talking about. And the third speech that they analyzed and talked about was his first big speech against the Vietnam War. And they explained that he got a lot of pushback on that. People are saying, Dr. King, why are you doing that? You're for civil rights. Why are you getting involved in politics? Why are you getting involved in the Vietnam War and opposing it? He gave a very good, reasoned rationale for it, which was basically, I'm fighting for, against poverty, I'm fighting for equal justice, I'm fighting for human dignity. And our involvement in this war, in my mind, is impeding all those good things that I want to see happen. So he said, he stretched, and he said, I need to be against this war because of all the terrible things it's doing for the people of our country and the people of Vietnam. Now, whether or not you agree with that, he was looking at, here are my goals, here are the things I'm working for. And it is fitting for me to say this thing that we're involved in here is not productive in terms of the goals we all want for the people of the United States and the people of the world. So I kind of thought about that, and I'm going to think more about that in terms of what is it I really want to commit to do. What are my goals? What are the goals, I think, of the people of Ames, the people of Story County? What are we, and how do I move forward as Dr. King moved forward and made that connection? So thanks for listening, and have a good evening.
Well, good evening, and on behalf of the City of Ames and the Ames City Council, it's my pleasure to welcome you to tonight's event where we remember and celebrate Martin Luther King's life and legacy, and the enduring impact he has had on people's lives and our country. I'm once again pleased to see so many students here tonight, and tonight I want to share a few words with the students. Some of you may not fully understand everything which is said tonight or know a lot about Martin Luther King. But there's something that he did that you can do in memory of him. Much of what Dr. King did was because he cared deeply about people, wanting them to be treated fairly and the same as others who are not like them. So tonight, I'm asking each of you to follow his example, to care about others, to be kind to those that are in your school and your neighborhoods. I also want to join the other speakers in thanking the organizers and sponsors at tonight's event, our distinguished speaker as well as other participants. It takes a lot of effort and planning to create this program and make our evening together successful. I personally appreciate all the efforts that they put into it. So in closing, may each of us leave tonight with not only a greater appreciation for this legendary figure, but a renewed resolve to continue to uphold and model MLK's core convictions. Once again, on behalf of City Ames, thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you, everyone. Next on the program, the part we've all been waiting for, especially me all year. I'd like to welcome the Fellows Elementary and Ames Youth Choir to the stage. I call them the MLK Choir. That's what I call them. That's who they are to me. And so please welcome the MLK Children's Choir.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. We are very excited to share 2 songs with you. We will just be flipping the order of the songs that is in your printed program. So we will begin with Sing About Martin.
All around the world.
You gotta love them. You gotta love them. We want to thank Ms. Erica Johnson for her dedication in working with the two groups this year to have them perform. This is her first time leading the choir, so give her a round of applause as well. Thank you. Okay, we'll have to talk a little loud till they get off stage, but that's okay. They're excited. I'm excited that they're excited. Next on our program is our essay contest. This marks the 6th annual MLK Junior Essay Contest for area high school students. The topic this year was, how has Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. advocacy impacted your life, which helps motivate and inspire you to continue his legacy? We have 2 essay winners tonight, and I would like to welcome them both to the stage. Our second place winner was Glory Lebodim, a junior at Ames High School. Her essay was entitled, Keep Moving Forward, Turning Struggle into Purpose, and she will receive a $300 gift card. And our first place winner is Adia McKilligan. I probably messed that up. She's a freshman at Gilbert High School. No, you stay up, sweetie. It's not yet. You don't have any money. You better come on back up here. She's a freshman at Gilbert High School. Her essay was entitled, A Generation of Hope, and she will receive a $500 gift card. So hold on one second, ladies. Sorry, I forgot the checks. Thank you, ladies, so much. And actually, we have actual money. Okay, so now she's going to share her essay, A Generation of Hope. Ada.
Thank you. All my life, I have felt responsible to leave this earth better than I found it. I have seen unnecessary problems and terrible hypocrisies walk by unnoticed by the majority of the public, accepted as commonplace, and defined as the norm. I refuse to remain willingly ignorant of society's problems, choosing instead to acknowledge and contribute to their resolution. There are many reasons as to why, but today I will explain to you one of the most important, in honor of, in my opinion, one of the most important men born, Martin Luther King Jr. My school hallways are a battleground, with slurs hurled like projectiles onto those who are guilty of nothing except the crime of existence. Inspired by Dr. King and many other trailblazers of justice, I have a deep responsibility to shut them down, and so I do. I try my hardest to always be kind, no matter who is being mistreated, and to accept everyone as they are, as Dr. King wished to be accepted. Kindness is free, and so is acceptance, but hurting others should never be accepted, and silence is just another form of acceptance. I know that taking a stand, no matter how small, is a way of paying tribute to the principles he taught. I believe the world would be a better place if we all understood how selfless he truly was and how much the selflessness and bravery he demonstrated has changed our lives. Far too many of us don't understand the impacts Dr. King had, not just on African Americans, but on every single one of us living in this country today. Because of his activism, the Voting Rights Act of 1965 a landmark federal law that outlawed discriminatory voting practices like poll taxes and literacy tests, was passed. Before that law existed, our ability to vote in some states depended on whether we could read or whether we had enough money, things that should never be allowed to decide someone's rights. More shocking is the fact that this is not ancient history. This was common in the 1960s, a mere 60 years ago. Even our own state was not immune to this. We had our own de facto laws discriminating against our fellow citizens. It's a keystone of American values that all people, no matter their race, gender, economic status, or ability, are represented and represented fairly. We stand for fairness, for equality, and for the belief that everyone deserves a voice. But the truth is, we were not living up to our own values until Dr. King pushed the nation to change. Understanding this made me realize how easy it is to take my rights and freedoms for granted, especially when I wasn't alive to see how hard people fought for them. Dr. King's legacy is not confined to the history books. It is alive in the very opportunities I'm afforded today. I walk the same school halls, yet I can join student council, run for leadership roles, and speak my mind without the fear that my background, status, or identity will serve as a limit on my potential. When I consider the shift of the Voting Rights Act he inspired, I am confronted with the profound realization that a right I will soon exercise, the vote, was paid for in the courage and, in some cases, the blood of countless Americans. This knowledge compels me to pay attention in my history and government classes, but also to value the freedoms people fought and died for, lest I take their ultimate sacrifice for granted. I'm honored to have him to look up to as an inspiring figure. I have a dream as well. I dream that one day the people of our country will have love, not hate, nestled deep inside our souls. There is no division, no warring parties, no fear of our protectors, no murders, and no victims. I dream of a day where we lift each other up instead of cutting each other down, and of a day where we can be content with our leaders and content with ourselves. All Martin Luther King Jr. wanted was to see love and to see freedom. That's all we should want. The First Amendment gave him and gives all of us the right to peaceful protest. We have the right to declare what we believe to be unjust, and we have the right to challenge it. If we don't use these rights, then nothing will change, and we will become oppressed yet again. Today, as you're listening to this, I hope you're looking back on everyday instances in your life that would not have been possible without the ultimate sacrifice given by this man. There's a possibility that I wouldn't even be given the chance to meet some of my closest friends due to the segregated state of our country that he helped end. He drastically and dramatically altered all of our lives, touching the fibers of the future with his bloodied hand from the past. He has impacted all of our lives, and for this, we should be grateful. For in changing our lives, it cost him his own. The dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was not an endpoint, but a mere beginning of the path we still must walk. We owe a debt not just to him, but to all of those who fought for their and our freedom that can only be repaid by following in their footsteps, by allowing the lessons of his protests, his speeches, and his very life to fade from our curriculum and therefore our consciousness. We risk more than historical blind spots. We risk complacency, allowing the past to become our future. Let us choose to be the generation that moves forward, fights for its values, keeps its dream alive through our actions, and speaks our truth. After all, to speak with truth is to speak with freedom, and these words you are hearing are the freest. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We are so inspired about high school wanting to participate in the essay contest and expressing just their appreciation to be able to participate and to for us to also award their championship to submit an essay and then read it to share it with the public. So thank you so much, ladies, for participation. Next on the program, we're going to have I Have a Dream video presentation. It's about our future leaders. The background music is written and performed by Peter Thompson and Abdul Mohammed, and it's called New Day, that was written specifically for the Ames-Story County MLK celebration.
Today I woke up, and what did I see? A boy shot, a man cuffed, a woman locked up, and they looked just like me. And on the TV I saw brown babies in cages with no money, no power, and no mama's embrace.
We make the same mistakes. We think we need to live afraid, rising up by keeping others down, but we can work to find a new way. But I also see folks standing up, speaking out and fighting injustice. Though it feels dark now, we won't fear, we'll make it through.
'Cause I can see the dream of a new day living in you, and I can feel the hope of a new day rising in me. But until we get there, let's walk this road together, stand up for each other until we are free.
To my brother I promise, while it's still called today, I face the sins of my fathers, and I'll go another way.
To my sister, I'm with you, I'm committed to see your life with no limits. To you were all that you were made to be.
For those a little different by any other name, we're all God's creation, and we love you the same.
And to our children we say, hold on, change is gonna come. We'll fight for you,
We'll fight for you,
and we can do all we can. 'Cause I can see the dream of a new day living in you, and I can feel the hope of a new day rising in me. But until we get there, let's walk this road together, stand up for each other until we are free. This ain't some feel-good moment, we've got a lot of work to do.
until the promise of freedom is not just for a privileged few.
Let's lift up our voice, we need each other now. A better day is coming, and we can show each other how. 'Cause I can see the dream of a new day living in you, and I can feel the hope of a new day rising in me. But until we get there, let's walk this road together, stand up for each other until we are free. Stand up for each other until we are free.
You know that video makes me cry every time. But I was also glad to introduce Penny. She's our new police assistant dog, and so she wanted to be part of this video as well, and so we were glad to have her added. So thank you for looking at our future and making sure that the future is bright for them, and they have the same opportunities as we have today. So thank you all the parents who submitted pictures of your children to share. So next on our program is the presentation of the Ames Humanitarian Award, and it'll be Annabella Marquez, the chairman of the Ames Human Relations Commission.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bella, and as chair of the Ames Human Relations Commission, I have the distinct honor of introducing the recipient of the 2026 Ames Humanitarian Award, Gail Galing. The Ames Humanitarian Award honors an Ames resident whose contributions demonstrate extraordinary commitment to promoting well-being and belonging in our community. It recognizes someone who doesn't simply just live in Ames, but also actively works every day to make it a more caring, welcoming place for everyone who calls it home. What makes Gail's impact so special is that it's both big and incredibly personal. She has an exceptional ability to see needs where others may not, and then quietly step in to help. Whatever that means, connecting families to essential services, supporting neighbors financially in moments of crisis, or simply taking the time to listen when someone needs compassion, Gail leads with generosity and her actions. Her commitment to community is visible everywhere, from volunteering weekly at Food at First, to supporting families affected by fires or other hardship, to even offering free notary services to both Ames residents and my fellow Iowa State University students. Gail consistently uses her time, skills, and resources to serve others. Over the past 3 years alone, she has collected and distributed more than 50,000 children's books to promote literacy across our county, ensuring that young readers have access to opportunity and imagination. Well, just think about that, 50,000 opportunities for a child to imagine a bigger future. Gail's philosophy is simple, but yet powerful. Give where you live. Through her decades of service and advocacy, she has helped thousands of families feel connected, supported, and truly welcome here in Ames. For her unwavering dedication to promoting well-being, belonging, and kindness throughout our community, it is my honor to present the Ames Humanitarian Award to Gail Galing. Congratulations, and please give her a hand.
Thank you so much. I should have been before that video and song because it made me really emotional, but many of you may know me as the book girl here in Story County. And yes, I have collected over 50,000 books. When I hear her say what I've done, I think, wow, that's exhausting sounding. But I feel like my family should be up here with me because they have been instrumental in me doing all the things that I do, and I don't know why I'm crying. Anyway, you also may know my husband and I, Ryan, as top realtors here in Ames. This is my 25th year, and we really focus on selling houses, but at the same time, it's super important to sell Ames as a community. And so we have just been so thankful to this community because it's been an amazing place to raise our two daughters, and then now have our youngest, our granddaughter, our one and only granddaughter, Lovey, in the community as well. And so we just feel like we have a lot of debt that we owe Ames because it has been amazing. And also, as regards to selling Ames, we have always had the mindset that if our community thrives, our business will thrive, our family will thrive. So it's easy for us to pour our hearts and souls back into this town that we call home and we love so much, because we truly want people to move to Ames, we want people to stay in Ames, and we just want it to be the best possible community it can be. And I know that there's many givers in town here and the surrounding areas, and so I'm very humbled to be given this award. So thank you so much, and continue to leave books on my front porch, because 50,000 is just my starting point, and we have lots of little readers in the area that need those books. So thank you.
Congratulations, congratulations. Thank you for that. Next on our list, we have another video. It is of our current leaders in our community, and the song is called Martin, written and performed by Pastor James Huey. Again, he wrote this song about 6 years ago when he came to Ames. He goes, I'm going to write a song for your event. And so that's what he did, and we play it to our community leaders. So thank you.
There was a man who believed in freedom, freedom for every color and skin. There was a man who believed in justice, justice for every one of God's children. There was a man who believed we were all part of one family. I want to be one to hold his legacy. I want to be counted as one who changes history. I want to be one, one who helps let freedom ring. I want to be one. There was a man who believed in equality, equality for all of mankind. There was a man who believed in victory, victory we celebrate today. There was a man who believed we were all part of one family. I want to be one to hold his legacy. I want to be counted as one who changes history. I want to be one, one who helps let freedom reign. I want to be one to hold his legacy. I want to be counted as one who changes history. I want to be one, one who helps let freedom reign. One who helps let freedom reign. I want to
Thank you to all our community leaders who took the time to share their favorite MLK quote and participate in this video to show their support in this continued celebration tonight. Okay, next on our agenda is our keynote speaker. I've had the pleasure of following his 5-term mayor of the city of Waterloo. There he served as a dedicated, innovative, and solutions-driven leader that earned him statewide and national recognition, and was the recipient of the 2024 Mayor of the Year. During our conversations, I found him to be a passionate, caring, and creative individual who has spent his time, who's also in his spare time, has been authoring 2 books, The Heart of Heart, and a memoir of him being the first African-American mayor of Waterloo. Tonight, he will share Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s impact on his life, and he's here with his wife and daughter. And I would like for the Ames and Story County community to please give a very warm welcome to the stage to Quentin Hart.
Good evening, everyone. That was a little weak. I drove a long way to be here. Good evening, everyone. What an incredible pleasure and an honor it is to be here with all of you today in the mighty city of Ames, Iowa, and surrounding communities that are here today as well. I am so excited to be here, and I'll tell you, personally, there's a lot of things going on at home, right? A lot of things happening. But because of the determination, because of some of the folks that you have in leadership here asking and knowing their passion for Dr. King's dream and his vision, made it very easy for me to make this decision to be with you all this evening. And to the MC and the host with the most, I want to thank, the Miss Vanessa. I want to thank her for her incredible diligence. I also want to thank Tim Gardner, who is here somewhere. I can't see, it's a lot of lights. But Tim, just so all of you know, and I'm not telling on him, Mayor Helia, Tim was actually coming to Waterloo to help knock doors. It was a very tough election for me. A lot of non-Dr. King things have happened during my elections, and he has been a force to come back and forth to Waterloo to help, because it's not just about what he talks about, it's about how he walks. And so I want to thank both of them as well. And then to Mayor Helia, listen, I shouldn't say this, but I got 15 minutes and I can get out of here, right? If you want a mayor that is asking questions about, to the state of Iowa, to the legislature, to different communities around here that are asking questions to try to figure out how to make Ames an incredible place, then Mayor Helia is that person. And so I believe that all of you here, you have such incredible building blocks and amazing leaderships, from the songs from the young people that I heard today, to the leaders that actually were strong enough to have cards to put up their favorite Dr. King quotes. I'm going to tell you that that really means a lot in this date and this time that we are living in, because we're living in a time where it's not okay to be different, right? And that's just a challenge that we face. And we have these political winds that are on the national level, and we have the state level. And I'm not getting into politics, but I'm getting into the fact of the matter of the challenges that we face today in making sure that our young people have well-rounded experience, that our Boy Scouts, that our students in our schools can have the ability to be able to talk and fellowship and work with people that may not speak the same language as them, or people that may not look exactly like everybody else looks in that school, or working with people that may not have the same physical abilities that they do. And see, it's important today that we acknowledge that we go back to the very principles and ideals of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and so many that have come before us, to make sure that their message is more relevant today than it was in 1968, in 1967, in 1964. And so I'm excited to be here, right? And growing up as a young man, I have to tell some of the young people in here, because the more you talk to young people, the more you stay young, right? So I'm trying to stay young. But I want to tell you that when I was younger, I was at home, and every Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I would sit down, just like that young kid right there is doing. I'd have my hands on my face, and then I would hear my daddy play an 8-track tape. Does anybody know what an 8-track tape is? 8-track cassette? Where's my young people? Boy Scouts, do you know what an 8-track cassette tape is? You don't know what an 8-track is, do you? It was this, I don't know, it was like a cassette tape. I don't even know if they know what a cassette tape is. It was this thing. My dad had this thing, and it was like this big. And he used to take it and he used to put it into a player. And every MLK Day, like today, he would play it. And I couldn't understand why my daddy would do that, right? He was doing it at home, and I'm sitting there hanging out because, you know, there may be a football game on, there's some college sports or something, or cartoons. I didn't want to listen to it. Plus, guess what happened on this day? I didn't have to go to school, right? And so I used to sit and listen to this long 8-track tape thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, right? And my dad played it, and I used to hear Dr. King talk about the I Have a Dream speech. And he had words that were so big, I didn't even understand half of it, but I knew whatever he was saying had to be important because I heard the crowd and the audiences clapping hands and doing all those things, right? So it had to be very important. But I'm going to tell you, some of you young fellas and young ladies, but I'm going to tell you when it really became embarrassing, right? I was going to school, going to college, and on the way to school, we had a what in the car player? An 8-track player. And my daddy pulled out this 8-track player. And my dad has passed away. He's gone. God bless him. I thank God for my daddy. But he pulled out this 8-track player in front of one of my best friends in the world. And I don't know what they call it today, young people, but they used to call it roasting, right? Young people, you know what roasting is? What do you call it today? My daughter is here. She don't want me to embarrass her. Is it roasting? Man, he pulled that 8-track out, and man, they started laughing at me. He was talking about me. And there was this young white lady, right? Dorothy Dravis, right? We all went to school, and we were driving, and then my friend Mike was in there, and he pulled out this 8-track, and guess who it was? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. having us listening to this in school, right? And I thought this was cruel and unusual punishment. Why are you allowing me to listen to this on the fact when we're going to school? Because I wanted to listen to a little bit of hip hop. Now, I know some of the more seasoned people in here may have never heard of hip hop, right? Hey, young people, don't be confused. Your parents listen to hip hop too. They may know Drake, they just don't tell you. Or Kendrick, it depends nowadays, right? But I wanted to listen to hip hop. And so I'm like, Dad, what are you doing playing this in front of Dorothy, who's my white friend, in front of Mike, who's my black friend, and we're listening to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on one of the most important days of my life going to school, because I was ready to listen to a little bit of hip hop. And so it really didn't dawn on me at the time. But my dad was teaching us how we're to live, how we are to gather this education. And it didn't make a difference whether I was a middle school choir student in 7th grade or 5th grade, or if I was going to elementary school. It really didn't make a difference. Because no matter what level you are, you need to have the understanding about how you are included in this and about the decisions that you're making. And so guess what I did? So today, just because my dad made me listen to Martin Luther King Jr., and I didn't want to at the time, I wanted to listen to hip hop. I wanted to listen to a rap. For my younger people out there, do you know what hip hop is or rap is? Do you know what it is? Can you raise your hands? Can I see you out there? I see some people out there that know what hip hop and rap is. So I'm going to twist things around. God rest my soul. My dad is in heaven right now, and he's probably like, boy, don't you dare do what I think you're about to do. I need 2 volunteers right now, 2 young people. I have a prize for you at the end, but there may be 2 young people that I see a hand over there. You come on up. And I need 1 more young person. You come on up. I need 2 bold volunteers. Oh, we got 2. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And I need you too. Come on, come on. So give them a round of applause. And see, that's the thing with young people today. They have no idea what they're volunteering for, right? So I'm going to do something. I'm going to twist the game, and I just want to see Mayor Halia's face when I do this. But we're going to take and have a rap battle in here. I need a hype person. Do I have a hype person? Who wants to be the hype person? Who wants to hype people up, hype the crowd up for? But the other 2 are going to have the hip hop battle. So who do we want to be my rappers, and who do we want to be the hype person? We'll have you be the hype person. You know how to be a hype person? So you go, okay, everyone here, I want you to be excited for MC. Who? MC Ansel. You got it? Can you do that? You can do that? All right, all right. But before we do this, just in context, because you know you don't take Dr. King and you take all his words, you put them into hip-hop verses, you have a battle rap. Listen, we are the only battle rap Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. verbal word quote spar in the entire United States right now. Give yourselves a round of applause. You never know what you get if you invite Waterloo. So I'm going to give you 2 a chance to kind of look over that a little bit. But I just want to go through. So when you see lyrics, right, every lyric, you can have something that's rhythmic and it's creative, like Hickory Dickory Dock, I don't even know the next part. The house fell off the clock. That's a bar. So you go back and you say, bar, right? That's a bar. Every rhyme verse is a bar. This is 5 bars, a rhyme in each one of them that we're going to do, and they're comprised of Dr. King's words. And so just to break it down, the first quick breakdown, in line 1, it is, I have a dream. And this is not just about sleeping and dreaming, it's about imagining a better world and believing you belong in it. Line 2, injustice anywhere, means if something is wrong, even if it's not happening to you, it's still your responsibility to care. Line 3, character. Dr. King said, who you are inside matters more than how you look outside. Love over hate. Love over hate means hate is loud, but love lasts longer. Moral arc means the world doesn't change by accident, it bends when people bend it. Truth plus time means doing the right thing may not be popular, but it's powerful. Line 7, nonviolence, meaning strength isn't about your fist. Strength is about self-control. Line 8, love drives out hate, meaning you can't fix hate. You can't fix hate with more hate. Only love changes people. Line 9, from jail to freedom. Dr. King didn't just talk, he sacrificed. And line 10, bar 10, is the dream didn't end with him, it lives with you. And so that is the breakdown. Those are the bars. Those are all quotes by Dr. King. But guess what? We have a hip-hop battle that's about to take place. Yes. It doesn't matter if it's GPT or if it's TPT, but it's MLK, right? All right. So my hype man, do you know their names yet, hype man? I know his name. Okay, what's her name? Autumn. All right. So I'm gonna flip a magical quarter, and you're gonna tell me who goes first. So. Who goes first? Yes. Testing. All right. So we're gonna have him rap these words, and then I don't know what else gonna happen. I didn't practice this part of it. The only thing that I was told by my daughter, she said, "Daddy, you better not get up here and rap yourself." So that's why I got volunteered, because I was ready. I always wanted this time. So all right, so you wanna hype it up so he can go?
Get ready for Ansel the Rap.
All right.
From the mountaintop vision, I have a dream. On repeat, he said, injustice anywhere makes justice incomplete. Not the shade of your skin, but the character they judge. Love over hate, he taught us all to rise above. They are the moral of the universe, bends when we act. Truth plus time, yeah, history got us back. Nonviolence the weapon, stronger than a fist. Hate can't drive out hate, only love exists. From Birmingham cells to freedom, bright gleam, still marching today off Dr. King's dream.
All right. Good job.
I just do the same thing?
Yep. I mean, if you can do the same thing if you want to kind of step like this. Oh, look at my daughter. Every time I do anything, her head goes. You can step. You can do the same thing. He went first. Oh, wait. Where's my hype man? Oh. All right. Let's hype it up. Come on.
And now Otto's gonna rap.
All right.
From the mountaintop vision, I have a dream on repeat. He said, injustice everywhere makes justice incomplete. Not in the shade of your skin, but in the character they judge. Love over hate, he taught us all to rise above. The arc of the moral universe bends when we act. Truth for us time, yeah, history's got us back. And violence the weapon, stronger than a fist. Hate can't drive out hate, only love exists. From Birmingham sails to freedom's bright gleam, still marching today off Dr. King's dream.
I don't know. That was pretty close. Do we have a tie this evening? Do we have a tie this evening? All right. Well, I have a couple gifts. It was a tie. I'm sorry. Your first rap battle ever. It was a tie. Tie goes to the winners. Thank you so much. Let's all give them a round of applause. And to my hype man right here, thank you so much. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, I didn't know where this was going to go, but yeah, no, I'm appreciative and I'm so thankful. But what I want to conclude with you tonight, now that the fun part that we had in this, is that we have to realize that words are not just words, but words should be transcended into actions. And Dr. King had a lot of great quotes. He had the I have a dream. He had incredible vernacular. He was a very, very great speaker. But what it really comes down is to the actions. And those words need to transcend and they need to touch your heart. And it doesn't make a difference if you are a young person in your school where you see another student that's being bullied by other people, or you see a young person in your school that may not have the same physical abilities as other students being laughed at or talked about, or if it comes to making sure that a teacher needs your help in every situation, it's about not just words this day. It's not just about remembering. It's about what you do in your daily lives. It's about the city councils and the board of supervisors and our chambers and our alliances that are working on behalf of people every day to make sure that no matter who you are, that you have an opportunity to open up a business, to have a house that you can afford to live in, that you have health care that will help you to feel better and to be better. Because the dream is not over just with this remembrance, but it's about what we do every day in our lives to transform our communities and transform our schools and to help other young people. You see, Dr. King was a doer. He marched, he spoke up, he helped people. And he reminds us that age does not matter, but your voice matters. Your choices matter. And every time that you choose kindness, you choose fairness, you choose courage, you're helping to bend that moral arc. So today, we just don't remember Dr. King. We actually remixed this message a little bit. And today's presentation was called From the Dream to the Mic, and it's about what all you are going to do. God bless you. Thank you for this opportunity.
How much money you have left? I can rap something. Stop. Never mind, I can't compete. But thank you. Let's give him another round of applause. I appreciate that, Quint Hart. That was great. Well, we're concluding our program tonight, and want to again thank everyone for coming out and for your participation and your support. I have a few quick announcements, and then I would like to have all of our MLK committee members and our guests come up to the stage so we can close out with our ending song. February, you know, is Black History Month, and I want to share a few events with you that will be occurring. On Tuesday, February 3rd, Iowa State University Department of Music and Theater will host the Tuskegee University Golden Voices Concert and the Iowa ISU Choirs Concert at Stevens Auditorium at 7:30. Please visit music at iState.edu under events to know more about that event that's coming up. You'll love to hear the Tuskegee University Golden Voices Concert. And then on Thursday, February 19th, is the annual Freedom Fund Banquet hosted by the Ames branch of the NAACP. This event will be held again at the Gateway Conference Center. The banquet will be centered around the arts, and our key performer is the Langston Hughes Players out of Des Moines, Iowa. You don't want to miss this banquet this year. So check out the NAACP website at www.amesiowannaacp.org. Registration is now open. So again, thank everyone for coming, and with all our guests and committee members come to the stage, and we're all going to rise and sing one stanza of We Shall Overcome. And you know, I love you guys for coming out, and I tell you, it gets colder every year we have this. And last year, it was cold, snowing, but you came out to support not only the children, but Dr. King and his legacy. So give yourself a round of applause. And I hope you're standing next to someone, if it's not a family member, just touch them on the shoulder. as we sing this stanza. Oh, we still have people coming up. All right, touch your shoulder. Are we ready? Now, y'all know I can't carry a tune in a bucket. But I'll start, but y'all better fall in with me. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Oh, that was pretty good. So let's do the last one. Truth shall make us free. Truth shall make us free. Truth shall make us free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Thank you for coming out. I want to thank Hy-Vee for sponsoring all the birthday cookies and all of you coming out tonight and all of our guest speakers and everyone. We look forward to seeing you in 2027. Be safe out there, stay warm. Until next year, take care.